What's up everybody, this is Teacher Ivan from NextGen Academy. Our goal in this channel is to help you achieve your highest potential and to help you understand subjects in the easiest and the most efficient way. If you'd like to get more tips and tricks on how to achieve A star in your IGCSE, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Lastly, if you need any help in your studies, you can always head on to our website, link in the below, or our Instagram, drop us a DM and we'll be able to help you. Enjoy this video and I wish you all the best.
Alright, okay, welcome back my NextGen family. Okay, hope all of you had a good break and we are going to discuss this paper today, October-November 2024, paper 4.1. Okay, this is for, I think for those of you who are doing this paper, okay, right now your format changed already. So just a gentle reminder, right now you are doing 2 hours only. Okay, the paper will be 2 hours long. The marks also will be less already. This one last time got 130 marks. So now y'all will only be doing 100 marks. Okay, so the format a little bit changed, but don't worry, I still want y'all to practice as it is. Okay, so you can follow the format over here, which is you can allocate 2.5 hours. Okay, try to finish it within 2 hours. Normally then allocate another 30 minutes to check okay, your paper. All right, so I want y'all to quickly type in the chat if there's any question. We'll go through the first half of the paper first today. Okay, a few things to take note. Okay, if there's anything that you need to draw, okay, like let's say transformation or graph, use pencil. Okay, another thing is if non-exact numerical answer, correct to 3 significant figure or 1 decimal place for angles. Okay, however, if you look into the mark scheme, sometimes they are not so strict about it. Okay, but don't write less than it. That means don't round it up too much. Okay, if you round it up too much, right, especially markers who are very particular, they will minus your marks. Okay, so I want you all to try your best to follow the instructions as close as you can. Okay, cool. Okay, quickly write your questions down if you all got anything that you want to ask me. Okay, for the easy ones, I quickly go through so that we can speed through a little bit. All right, okay, let's look at 1A1. Write 70 as a product of its prime factors. Okay, do you know what's the meaning of prime factors? Okay, so you can just take what times what times what, or you can think of it as what can you divide it by? Okay, 70 can be divided by what? Okay, if you want to do another small little trick, actually your calculator also can get the answer. Okay, I teach you all. So we do the manual way first. Okay, what's the manual way? So if you want to use a division way, you can do like that. 2, 35, 5, 7, then 7. Okay, until here. So 70 is 2 times 5 times 7. Okay, so this is your prime factor. Okay, if you want to really just double check if there's a bigger number, this is another way you all can do it since this is a paper 4. Okay, but this only works for this calculator, your 570EX. The older calculator, MS one, doesn't work. You can type this. Okay, this one use calculator. I'll just show you a magic trick. You type 70, you press equal, then you press shift, then you press this button, degree, minute, second. Okay, I want you all to just try this. This is just an extra fact. So if the number is a little bit bigger, and if it's a paper 4 question, do you see on your calculator 2 times 5 times 7? Okay, got it? Got it right? Okay, so this is another way that you can use calculator to do it. So this is the step to get your prime factors of a value. All right, number 2, find the highest common factor of 70 and 112. Okay, the method that I like to use, I normally like to use the ladder method. Okay, ladder method means this one. Okay, you keep on dividing, you put 2 values like this. Okay, the reason why I like to use ladder method is because ladder method can find both HCF and LCM. So potentially this type of question, they always ask HCF or LCM, right? Okay, between the values. So let's divide it. Okay, so I will normally start with the smallest number, but doesn't matter. Actually, whatever value that you can see to divide, you can just straight away divide it. So here will be 35. 112 divided by 2, you'll get 56. And here, 7, 5. This one will be 8. Okay, so you keep on dividing until you cannot divide anymore. Okay, fun a fact for y'all, why I said this one, we normally use this method. If it's highest common factor, you take all the high values. Okay, you take all the high values on the left hand side like that. Got it? Okay, so HCF is 2 times 7. These values here. Okay, if the question asks you to do LCM, what do you do? lowest common multiple starts with the alphabet L, right? So you follow like that, L shape. You take all these numbers and you multiply it with each other. Okay? Easy? Easy to understand? So 2 times 7 times 5 times 8. If they ask you to find LCM lah. Okay, so HCF here will just be 14. If it's LCM, then it's 560. Okay, next one. Now they ask you to find LCM. Okay, the LCM for 70x4 y square 112x cube y power 5. Okay, I will use the same method over here. If you use other methods, doesn't matter. Okay, the main thing is your answer, and but you need to show some sort of working because this is a 2-mark question. X cube y 5. Okay, so I will divide. Okay, keep on dividing the. Okay, this one 2, 35, x4, 56, x cube y 5. Okay, then here 7. Here will be 5 x4, 8 x cube, y 5. Okay, then here, divide by x cube. Okay, both of them can be divided by x cube. Then we'll be left with 5x, 8y, 5. All right. Once again, why do I like this method? Sometimes they may ask you both HCF and LCM. HCF, you just take all these numbers on top, you multiply. LCM, you take all of these, multiply like this. Okay, so I want you all to take all the values 2 times 7 times x cubed times 5x times 8y power 5, which is equals to 560 x4 y5. Okay, 560 x to the power 4 y power 5. Okay, can you use different method? Can. Okay, can. Where did the y square go for 70? Oh, sorry, teacher forgot to write. You're right here. Okay. I also blur already. Here got y square. Oops. Y square, y square, y square. Okay, so here supposed to have y square. Teacher miss out one of the values. Okay, so you put here y square, 5x, 8y cube. Okay, is this correct? Right now? If you do this working, okay, your answer actually eventually will be the same also. Okay, thanks, Zia. Okay, so here you see you will get here y square times 5x times 8y cube. So actually, if you got unknowns, the power will be the same one. Okay, we'll be following the highest one. Okay, over here. Right, next one. Simplify. This is your indices, law of indices. A to the power of 12 divided a to the power of 4. This will be a to the power of 12 minus 4, which is a to the power of 8. Second one, how do we divide this? So if you got common factors, b and b can cancel. Then this one, 1 and 4. So it'll be c over 2 times 4, which is c over 8. Okay, question C. Solve 4 plus 2x equals to 15. Okay, we're gonna minus 4 on both sides. So this will be 11. X equals to 11 over 2, which is 5.5. Okay, 5.5, or you leave it as 11 over 2 also is okay. All right, so far, until here? Yeah, the question C. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Normally the first question very simple, yeah. Okay, so it's all on algebra. Okay, algebra or numbers. Okay, normally the first question or first two questions. Okay, solve this equation. You multiply 5 on both sides. 20 minus 5x. So 34 plus 2x equals to 20 minus 5x. Okay, then bring x all to one side. Then the other value all to the other side. Here will become 7x equals to minus 14. X equals to minus 14 over 7, which is minus 2. Okay, don't worry. Later, if you all have no time to copy all of it, okay, teacher will send to you all over here. Okay, let's go to question E. Okay, question E, P equals to D plus cube root M squared. Okay, now we're going to substitute D equals to 7 and M equals to negative 8 inside. Okay, please leverage on your calculator. So all of it, just use your calculator over here. Okay, so P equals to 7 plus cube root bracket negative 8 square. Okay, you have to bracket this one here. 7 plus cube root 64. This will become positive. And then here will be 7 plus cube root 64 is 7 plus 4, which is equals to 11. Okay, however, if you want to put the whole thing straight into calculator, also can. But at least show some sort of working when you substitute it inside. Your first mark actually will just be this first line here. Here actually all no marks. But for me, I will normally just show the working so that you don't give them chance to remove your marks. Okay, rearrange the formula to make M the subject. So now M is on the right hand side. Okay, P equals to D plus cube root M squared. What I will start with, first step, I will just switch my left hand side and right hand side first. So D plus cube root M squared equals to P. Okay, cube root M squared equals to P minus D. Cube root will become cube. The entire thing, you need to cube it. Square will become plus minus square root. So this is your answer. Okay, so here, plus minus square root P minus D cube. Okay. I ask, is it necessary to put the plus minus? To be safe, yes. In mark team actually got right the plus minus, but they put it in bracket. So once again, depends on the marker. Okay, depends on the marker. Because by right, when you have any sort of even power, when we change it to a root on the other side, you need to put a plus minus. Okay, it is actually the standard form. So if you just put square to square root, it's actually wrong. Got it? So even so m power 4, yes. So let's say if here is m power 4, okay, and even power, when you bring over, here will be plus minus 4th root. Then this p minus d cube. Same goes for any even power. Power 4, power 6, power 8. Okay, so you probably can write it down. Okay, from even power to root. Okay, must put like that. Plus minus root. Plus minus root. Okay, all sort of even power, like 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, okay, we are done with question 1. If you can do 1, can you type 1 in chat? Okay, any questions from 1? Okay, cool. All good. All right, I see all the ones. Okay, awesome. Let's move on to question 2. Okay, question 2, you all have to print it out actually to have a proper practice. So if you're doing digitally, make sure you all know how to do it with your rulers and all. Okay, let's look at the first question here. On the grid, draw the image of triangle A after a reflection in the line x equals to 1. Okay, so this is a reflection. Reflection means you have to draw your mirror line first. Okay, I'm going to draw this in blue color. This line, okay, so this is x equals to 1. It's a vertical line. Okay, so the image of triangle A means over here. Okay, so it will be the same distance. So these 2 points is the same. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here. Okay, so this is for A1. Okay, second one. The image of triangle A after an enlargement by scale factor 1/2 with center 5, 1. Okay, so what does it mean 1/2? Okay, 1/2 means half the size. Okay, there are a few ways that we can think about this question. Number one, you have to draw the center first. Okay, I'm going to draw this in green color. So let's plot the center and x point here. Okay, so this is 5, 1, our center. Okay, this one I put, let's say blue color, this one green color. Okay, the next thing, you're going to draw a dotted line. In exam, use pencil, this question. Okay, you're going to draw a dotted line to all 3 points, like this. Okay, draw a dotted line like this. Okay, maybe I draw this a little bit thinner. Okay. What we're going to do next is, this is 1/2 means you need to find half the size of this based on this reference line. Okay. 2 ways you all can think about this is, you can measure the length of this line, then you divide it by 2. So you use your ruler, you divide it by 2. Got it? Okay, so for example, let's say I take my ruler over here. Okay, so this line to the center is equals to 3.6. Okay, you have to measure it to the dot because it's, yeah, otherwise will be not so accurate. Okay, then you divide by 2. 3.6 is 1.8. So from here to here, this is half of it. All right. So another way you can do it is you count the number of boxes. You see here 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, then 1, 2. So the half of it will be 1, 2, 1. Got it? It will be on the reference line. Okay, so I'm going to plot the 3 points, okay, which is here. Okay, so half the distance will be here, here, and here. Okay, so if you measure it, you're using your ruler, this will be the middle point. Actually, this one is quite obvious, so not so hard to see, right? So you see like diagonal 4 boxes, then half of it will be 2 boxes. This one vertical 4 boxes, then you just put 2 boxes. Okay, once you get these 3 points, you connect them. Okay, this is the meaning of 1/2 scale factor. Okay, so this is for question A2. Okay, the next one. Describe fully the transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. A to B. Okay, what is A to B? First of all, we have to see, how does it turn. Okay, hold on, I got a question. Okay, Kaylin asks, for reflection, how do we do overlapping ones? It will be on both sides. So the main thing is your distance to the mirror. So for example, let's say if this point is over here, yeah. So imagine, I just want you to imagine it's like that, right? Okay, this is what you mean by overlapping. The reflection will be here. Got it? So you don't care about whichever side it is. The main thing is that the distance from the object to the mirror will be the same from the mirror to the image. You just need to find the same distance, and the distance will be the perpendicular distance. Okay, so it will be on both sides, both of it. Okay, this one will be the hardest one for me to explain because I can't draw it for you all over here. Okay, but what is this? Okay, what is this transformation? A, you see how it rotated this way, right? So rotation, if you see, got 3 marks, right? So you need to describe 3 points over here. Rotation this way, right? You see from this orientation, it moved this way. So 90 degrees clockwise. Yeah. Okay. Normally, right, the last mark, I know a lot of students cannot get it, okay, which is your center. Okay, the center of rotation. Okay, if you really cannot get it in an exam, my advice is just write something. Okay, don't spend too much time on it. Because I always see students, if this one comes out in early of the paper, then you all spend too much time on it, then that 1 mark you all cannot get also. Okay, it's literally just 1 mark only. Okay, so there are multiple ways that you all can do it. For me, right, you know what's the easiest way I like to do? Make sure you all have your Oxford set. You all know the triangle ruler, okay, the set triangle. The triangle ruler, the corner is 90 degrees. Okay, so you can actually just move the triangle around to see the distance from here to here, then here to here, like that. So this distance and distance will be the same. Okay, there are a few methods. So you can use this ruler method. You can use tracing paper. Okay, but tracing paper I cannot explain to you all over here because I can't draw a tracing paper out. Okay, so I'll give you all a video if you all want to use the tracing paper method. Okay, the third method, which is a little bit complicated, is you use the perpendicular bisector of 2 points. Okay, meaning you're going to connect two central point, two similar points with each other. Then you draw a perpendicular bisector. Okay, when you draw the perpendicular bisector of two of it, they will intersect at 1 point, right? Got it? Okay, so I will just give you all the center. This one I won't explain so much because a little bit hard for me to explain over here. The center will be over here. Okay? This is your 90 degrees. Okay, so it will be at 2, 4. Okay, center of rotation is 2, 4. Right. This question C is a very interesting question. Okay, it's just a 2-mark question. The point AB is reflected in the line y equals to k, where k is an integer, b less than k. Write the coordinates of the image of point bracket A, B in terms of A, B, and K. Okay, anyone got this answer? Anyone managed to figure out this question over here? Okay. We break it down part by part. It's just that a lot of alphabets over here. Okay, so they say there's a point AB. Okay, so somewhere on the graph, reflected in the line y equals to k. Okay, so y equals to k line, how does it look like? Okay, y equals to a constant is a horizontal line, right? Okay, so let's draw a horizontal line first, like this. Okay, let's call this y equals to k. Okay, then they say this, where k is an integer, b is less than k. Okay, b is referring to what? B is referring to a y value. That means b will be lower than k. Got it? Okay, b is less than k. So I'm going to put b over here. Okay, we just estimate there. Okay, b is here. That means my point AB will be probably somewhere around here. Okay, I don't know where's the exact point, but we know it's below the graph because of this statement here. Now they say, write the coordinates of the image of point AB in terms of B and K. All right. How do we find the distance over here first? Okay, where is the image? The image will be here, right? Okay, so object to mirror, same distance as mirror to image. Got it? Okay, so we need to find the vertical distance. Okay, first of all, how do we find this distance over here? Okay, what do you think? What is an expression to find this distance? Okay, do you all know? Okay, this will be k minus b. Okay, you know why? Okay, imagine here you have your like that, right? X and y axis. Okay, so let's say k is 5. Okay, b is 2. Okay, b is 2. So we will take this distance minus this distance. Make sense? Okay, y'all can draw this out to have full understanding. You take this distance, this is k, then this lower distance here is b. Therefore, this distance is k minus b. So the distance here also will be k minus b. Got it? Okay, so what would be the coordinate over here? The x coordinate will be the same. It will still be a. Right? B will be what? Okay, sorry, the y value will be b plus 2 times k minus b. Okay, because you got plus k minus b plus k minus b. Okay, so we can write this one. Okay, so x will still be a. The y coordinate will be b plus 2 times k minus b. Okay, which is equals to b plus 2k minus 2b, which is 2k minus b. Okay, so here is a and 2k, not 2b. 2k minus b. Okay, so I found this question quite interesting. All right, okay, number 2. If you can do number 2, can you type 2 in the chat? Okay, all good? A bit complicated, yeah. I also find this a bit unique. Okay, but thank goodness it's only 2 marks. Okay, so normally in exam, there will be probably 1 or 2 questions that is like a little bit of a curveball. That means a little bit different from all the past year questions. Does this question usually come out? No. No. This is the not so usual question. Okay, maybe this one is to separate between those of you who are wanting to get 100 marks and those of you who are wanting to get 99 who will get probably 99 marks. Okay, so this is the differentiation. All right, okay, let's go on to question 3. The table shows the waiting times for 120 patients at the medical center. Okay, so we have waiting time and we have all these classes, we have frequency. Calculate an estimate of the mean waiting time. Okay, what's the formula of mean first? Mean is sum of fx over sum of f. Okay, sum, this symbol is called sigma. Okay, sigma boy, right? Okay, so sigma means your sum. So we need to find what is the x value first. X will be x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So this will be x1, this one will be x2. Okay, so you need to calculate one by one. Okay, 0 plus 10 divided by 2. Yeah, I'll write down the working so that you all are clear. 0 plus 10 divided by 2. This one will be 5. 10 plus 20 divided by 2. 15. 20 plus 40 divided by 2. 30. 40 plus 50 divided by 2. 45. 50 plus 80 divided by 2, we'll get 65. Okay, if you realize that your class is not same, okay, all of it is different. So don't just straight away assume that the intervals are the same. Okay, for me personally, I would prefer to do the working separately. Don't put everything all together here. Okay, so don't go and put f2 times 0 plus 10 over 2, or you don't even write the working for this one. This is not necessary. You can mental calculation it. But for me, I like to write it down so I later on when I double check it, at least I can see. Sometimes in exam also, like for me personally, I also make mistake. So you always want to double check your answer. Okay, so now let's put it into the formula. So you're going to times this and this, or add it up together. So write down the working. So 2 times 5. Okay, 2 times 5 plus 46 times 15 plus 33 times 30 plus 26 times 45 plus 13 times 65 over 120. Okay, type it all out. So here 2 times 5, I'll just type in the calculator. 46 times 15 plus 33 times 30 plus 26 times 45 plus 13 times 65. You will get 3705 over 120. And we will get here 30.875. Okay, question for y'all. Okay, so like that, you see got 4 marks already. Question for y'all over here. Do we round up this value? Okay, instructions in front, it says 3 significant figure, right? Okay, however, for mean, do we round up the value? No. Yes. 30.9. Okay, no. Okay, if you all recall last time what I said, okay, no, you cannot round up the value. You round up the value for mean, you'll get wrong. Okay, so this one, right down here, mean, don't round up. It's just the format. Unless it's a value that's very, very long. Okay, so for all kinds of terminating decimals, sometimes, like let's say if you get up to like 5 decimal place, but it's a terminating decimal, don't round up. Okay, this one specifically for terminating decimal. But if irrational value, then you round it up. Okay, so don't round it up. This one you round up, wrong already. Okay, next one. This is a histogram question. The histogram shows some info about the waiting times at a different medical center. The total number of patients is 90 and no patients waits for more than 80 minutes. Okay, so you see here, the total here is just 80 minutes. Total number of patients is 90. Complete the histogram for the patients that have a waiting time between 10 to 30. Okay. What do we need to find over here? Whenever you see the word frequency density and you see the word histogram, I want you to write down the formula first. Okay, histogram or frequency density. What's the formula? Okay, please memorize this one. FD equals to F over CW. Okay, FD equals to F over CW. FD means your frequency density. F is frequency. CW is class width. Okay, we also need to be clear. What are they asking us? Okay, they say total number of patients is 90. Okay, so what is this total number of patients? This is your frequency, right? Okay, frequency on a frequency density graph is represented by the area of each bar here. Got it? Okay, why is it like this? We can actually rearrange this formula. Okay, so FD equals to F over CW. If we want to find frequency, we move the CW up here, right? Which is F equals to FD multiply CW. Okay, frequency density times the class width. So frequency density is your Y. Okay, you can write this down. Y class width is your X value. Okay, so X times Y, what do we get? We'll get the area of each part. Okay, so when we want to find the area, we multiply X and Y, we will get frequency. Everyone clear on this first? Okay, so now they say all the bars here, including this one over here, which we don't know, all the area here will give you to 90 because for no patients wait more than 80 minutes, right? So this whole thing is all less than 80 minutes. So when we find the area for all of it, it should give us 90. Okay, so what we need to do right now is you go and take 90 minus the area of this, and this. Got it? Okay, so let's find the frequency. Okay, first step here, frequency of 10 to 30 minutes, which is equals to 90 minus, okay, the area. So this, okay, write the area here also first. This is the 1.3. Here is 1.5. And here is 0.4. Okay, you all need to determine now one box represent how much. So normally I'll write this also. Okay, so this one is 10 box is equals to 0.5. So one box is 0.05. Okay, so this is how I calculate it. So here you see 2, 4, 6 boxes, so 1.3. This one 1.5, then this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 boxes, 0.4. Okay, so we will take here 10 times 1.3. So I subtract the area minus 20 times 1.5 minus the last one is 30 times 0.4. Okay, so you can write here, this is your 10 times 1.3. If you want to refer back, 20 times 1.5, then here 30 times 0.4. Okay, you will get 35 over here. Okay, if you want to break down each of it, like you go find the area of this, area of this, area of this, also can. Then you take 90 minus that value. Okay, so 35 is your frequency. How to complete the histogram? We need to find the height, right? Which is back to frequency density again. So we are going to use the last one, which is this formula. Again, FD equals to F over CW. Okay, the CW over here is equals to 20. So the frequency which we just calculated, which is 35, then divided by 20. Okay, 35 divided by 20, we'll get 1.75. Okay, where is 1.75? 1.75 will be in between 1.5 and 2. Okay, so this middle line here. 1.75. Okay, this is a 4-mark question. Okay, if clear for question 3, can you type 3 in the chat? Okay, please type 3 in the chat. Okay, all good. Ask all your questions. Okay, 3. I see all the 3. Okay, we take a short break first. Okay, when we come back, we'll continue on the next few questions. All right. Okay, welcome back. Okay, we are going to do question 4 right now. Enzo, Rashid, and Blessy each swim as many lengths of a swimming pool as they can in 15 minutes. The results are shown in the table. Find the number of lengths Enzo swims as a percentage of the total number of lengths all 3 people swim. Okay, so what is the total first? Okay, this is what I'll do. Add up all the total first. 11.25 plus 18.75 plus 20, which is equals to 50. Okay, so Enzo is 11.25, so it'll be 11.25 over 50 as a percentage, so times 100%. Okay, please just type into your calculator. You will get 22.5%. Okay, 22.5. Okay, next one. Write the ratio of the number of length each person swims in the form Enzo, Rashid, Blessy. Write it in its simplest form. Okay, so when we have decimals, what do we do first? Enzo, Rashid, Blessy. Okay, go back to your basics again. When we have decimal place, we want to get rid of the decimal place first, right? So here, got 2 decimal places for both of these, so we can multiply this by 100. Okay, 100. So here will be 1125. Here will be 1875. Okay, here also you need to multiply by 100. So this will be 2000. Now you find your common factor. Okay, so you find your common factor for all of it. Okay, whatever values that you can see, you all just divide it first. Okay, so if you cannot see a value, start with the smallest value lah. Okay, doesn't matter which value you all divide it by first. Let's say I saw 5 first, or 25. Okay, because I know all of it can divide by 25. So I will divide 25, 25, 25. This will be 45, 75, 80. Okay, still can, right? All of them end with 5 or zeros. So we divide another 5. Okay, so actually the highest common factor here will be 125. So here will be 9, 15, 16. Okay, next one. Each length of the pool is 25 meters. Work out Blessy's average swimming speed for the 15 minutes. Give your answer in meters per second. Okay, I'm going to bring down this over here so that we can refer to it. Okay, so we can look through over here. Okay, Blessy's average swimming speed. Then this one more. Each length is 25 meter. Average swimming speed is 15 minutes. Okay, what do we need to find first? Okay, so she's number of length is 20. Okay, that means 20 lengths. Each length is 25 meter. Okay, so we need to find her total distance first because speed, according to this diagram, is distance over time. Okay, so we need to find what is her distance first, which is D. D is 20 times 25. Okay, we need to take note on the units over here because they are testing you on units also. This will be 500 meter. Okay, second one, time, 15 minutes. So 15 times 60, because they want us in seconds. This will be 900 seconds. Okay, so speed equals to distance over time. So 500 meters over 900 seconds. And we get 0.556 meter per second. Okay, so you will see units. Okay, questions like this, you all need to take note on the units already. Okay, let's look at question B. Rashid continues to swim at the same rate. Calculate the time it takes Rashid to swim a total distance of 5 km. Now, we want the answer in hours and minutes. Okay, Rashid. Okay, let's see Rashid. What is the total distance first? Okay, distance is equals to 5 km. Okay, we want eventually what is the distance that we want? Okay, we want it in terms of meters because each length of the pool is 25 meters. So I will convert this one first to meters. Here will be 5,000 meters. Okay, how many lengths can he swim? Okay, because 5 km, each length is 25 meters. So I will count this one, number of lengths. We will take 5,000 divided by 25. Okay, so there are 200 lengths. Okay, how many lengths are? Then what we can do over here is we can use a ratio method. Okay, we can use a ratio method, which is 18.75, right? Okay, 18.75, he used, just now what's the info here? 15 minutes. Got it? So all this over here, they use 15 minutes to swim this number of length. Okay? Now, he swim 200 length. Can we use a ratio? Okay, we can use a ratio to solve this. This here, right? Okay, so let's use ratio method. Okay, we will choose ratio to fraction. Okay, what do we want to calculate? We want to calculate his time. So I'll put time over here. Then we can here put number of legs. Okay, the time, I don't know what's this. Let's put it as T to 200. Then, just now what we calculated on is 18.75. I mean, sorry, this is what's given to you. 18.75 should be over here, which is 15 minutes. Okay, so what is T? We can convert this into a fraction. Okay, so T over 15. I'll continue over here the working. T over 15 is equals to 200 over 18.75. We move the 15 to the right hand side. So 200 times 15 over 18.75. Okay, we will get 160 minutes. Okay, 160 minutes because the unit over here is in terms of minutes. Okay, then how do we change this into hours and minutes? This one, there is 2 hours. Okay, you divide by 60. So 2 hours, then 160 minus 120, which is equals to 40 minutes. So 2 hours, 40 minutes. Okay, use ratio over here. Okay, next one. Blessy swims for 1 hour. The number of lengths she swims decreases by 5% every 15 minutes. Calculate the number of lengths she swims in the final 15 minutes. Okay, so swim for 1 hour. Okay, so here 1 hour, number of length she swims decreases by 5% every 15 minutes. Okay, what does this mean? Decreases by 5% every 15 minutes. Okay, then in the final 15 minutes, the number of length she swims in the final 15 minutes. Okay, anyone understand this question here? What does it mean? It's confusing, right? Okay, what formula are we going to use over here? What formula? Okay, this is what we can understand. I draw it out for you all so that you can understand clearer. Okay, so from here, okay, you see 1 hour got how many 15 minutes first? 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Okay, so you see here, 15 minute. Right here, 15 minute. So 15, 15, 15, 15. Okay. Every 15 minutes, she swims 20 laps, 20 lengths. Okay, according to this info here. Okay, so it means here, she start with 20. Okay. What happened every 15 minutes? So that means every 15 minutes she gets a bit tired. So she will swim less of 5%, okay, of the previous one. So what we are doing here, this is actually a compounding decrease. Okay, so from here initially is 20. Okay, this is the initial so 20 length. Then she will minus 5%, minus 5%, then minus 5%. What we are trying to find over here is this last time. Okay, this last 15 minutes, after 15 minutes, because she swim for 45 minutes already, which is 3 times of 15 minutes. This one, how many more, what's the length that she swim? Okay, so this is what we do. We are going to be using the compounding interest formula, or yeah, we call it a continually, I think it's called a continuous decrease. Okay, so our initial value is equals to 20. So the final 15 minutes, we'll take 20 multiply 1 minus 5 over 100 to the power of 3. Okay, so because she now every 15 minutes she'll minus 5%. Okay, so 1 minus 5 over 100 will be equals to 0.95. So every 15 minutes she only can swim 95% of her previous one. And we get here 17.1. Okay, clear when I draw it out? Okay, so 15, 15, 15. So she already, why not power of 4? Good question, because she asked the last 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes. That means she swim 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. We want to know on this last one, before she stopped. So she only went through 3 times of 15 minutes before we reach over here in the final 15 minutes. Got it? Okay, can yeah, so draw it out lah. Draw it out. This one is clearer for you to understand. Okay, last one for this question 4. Another swimmer, Adam, Azim Adam, swims 450 meters correct to the nearest 25 meters. This takes 10 minutes correct to the nearest minute. Calculate the minimum distance Adam swims in 1 hour at this rate. Okay, what is the formula first? This is a upper bound, lower bound type of question, right? Okay, so you see they say got this correct to the nearest 25 meters. So swim, so this is the distance correct to the nearest 25 meters. Then it takes 10 minutes correct to the nearest minute. What is the minimum distance he swims in 1 hour at this rate? Okay, so what's the formula over here first? Okay, so what is this minimum distance? Okay, distance lower bound, right? Okay, what is this distance lower bound? Okay, if you look into the sentence, we need to take this is distance lower bound, distance per time, okay, in 1 hour. Lower bound. The overall of these are lower bound means we need to take distance over time. Okay, since it's distance over time and we want to take the lowest amount, this should be lower bound over upper bound. Okay, so we take lower bound of distance divided by time upper bound. However, one more thing here is later on we need to go convert minutes to 1 hour. Okay, so how do we change minutes at the bottom to 1 hour? You later need to divide by 60. Okay, when at the bottom is divide by 60, overall the equation you need to multiply by 60. Okay, confusing, right? Okay, let's do one step at a time first. Okay, let's find what's the distance lower bound first. Distance lower bound is 450 minus 1 over 2 times 25. Okay, which we'll get 437.5 meters. Okay, then we take time upper bound. Okay, actually we can convert the units here also already. 1 over 2 times 1, which is equals to 10.5 minute. Okay, we take 10.5 divided by 60 to find for hours. 0.175 hours. Okay, don't go change the hours first, only you all go and find the lower bound because the statement over here is referring in terms of minutes. Okay, now we put back into the formula. Okay, the final one is your distance over your time, which is 437.5 divided 0.175. 437.5 divided 0.175. Okay, we get 2,500. Hey, if 4 is good, can you type 4 in the chat? Okay, we're about halfway through the paper. Okay, 4, 4, 4, 4. All good, all good. Yeah, don't worry, I'll send to you all the paper. Okay, just in case if you all miss out anything. I'll post up the recording later on also. Okay, let's quickly go through the fifth one. Okay, this is a topic on probability. A box contains 3 blue pens and 5 red pens. Mia picks a pen from the box at random. Find the probability that she picks a red pen. Okay, so we got total, which is 8, right? So 5 over 3 plus 5, which is 5 over 8. Okay, easy question. This is your probability of getting red pen. Okay, remember I just taught you all on this chapter, right? Probability, the question that they will test you is either with replacement or without replacement. So you all need to take note of this word. Okay, with replacement or without replacement. Okay, so you just imagine like this. With replacement means, let's say you got a bag, okay, or this case is a box. You're going to take the pen. What do you do after you read the color pen, the pen color already? What are you going to do with the pen? So it's either you take the pen, you put it outside the box, or you put it back inside the box. Okay, can you imagine? Okay, do the movement. You take out the pen, you either throw it out of the box or you put it back inside the box. So let's look at this question here. She says she puts the pen back into the box. That means this type of question is called a with replacement type of question. Okay, she then picks a pen at random and replaces it. She then picks a second pen at random. Complete the tree diagram. Okay, so for the first one, this one was 3 over 8. This one is 5 over 8 that we calculated just now. Then here is 3 over 8 for the blue one. Okay, so the second time, since this is a replacement, the probability won't change. So you will still write this as 3 over 8 and 5 over 8. This one also 3 over 8 and 5 over 8. If without replacement, you need to take off the total overall also. So all of these will become 7, 7, 7, 7. And then it depends on which one you took in the first try. Okay? Okay, number 2. Find the probability that Mia picks 2 pens that have the same color. Okay, so your probability should be either blue, blue plus red, red. Okay? So blue and blue or red and red. Remember the and or. Okay? And means you multiply. So if you go across like this, you need to multiply. if you want to find two different branches, you have to add it up. So we are taking this over here, okay, blue and blue, then this red and red. So we're going these two paths, then you add it up. Okay, so it'll be 3 over 8 times 3 over 8 plus 5 over 8 times 5 over 8, which will get 9 over 64 plus 25 over 64. Okay, you can write it as 34 over 64. Okay, or 17 over 32. Okay, do we need to multiply by 2 for this? Don't need. Don't need, because these two are different cases. It's not you find this, then this. This is two separate. Right? Okay, you see the next question only you need to multiply it again. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Mia now picks 3 of the 8 pens in the box at random without replacement. Okay, so without replacement means we take it out, we look at the pen, we take the pen out of the box. Okay, find the probability that she takes 2 blue pens and 1 red pen. Okay, so blue, blue, red. Okay, blue, blue, red. But we need to think about the scenario in different order also. Okay, so it can be blue, blue, red. It can be blue, red, blue, or red, blue, blue. Okay, got it? Okay, but we'll just start with blue, blue, red first. Okay, so I'm just gonna put here blue, blue, red first. Probability of blue, blue, red. So blue is 3. Okay, what's 3, right? Okay, so 3 over 8. Your second one, since it's a without replacement, this will be 2 over 7. Then your third one, red one, you got 5. So this will be 5, but over 6. Okay, so you see your total will minus 1. Then from here, you need to multiply by 3. Okay, why multiply by 3? Okay, just now the scenario that I told you all. It's either blue, blue, red, blue, or red, blue, blue. Okay, we got 3 different ways to calculate it. Okay, this one 3 marks already. This time in the calculator, times 3, and equals to 30 over 112, which is equals to 15 over 56. Okay, easy. All right, number 5. If you are good for number 5, can you type 5 in the chat? Okay, so far this first 5 question, okay, only certain ones, right? There's a bit trickier, like just now the transformation one. Okay, 5, 5, 5. Okay, see all the 5s. Okay, we'll stop here first. Okay, so I'll pause this recording first. Okay, we'll continue the second half later on. Okay, so I'm just going to pause this recording first. Okay, so this is ON 2024 part 1.